Hello, Thumpers, and welcome to the Demon Hunters role-playing game, A Comedy of Terrors. Woo! By Dead Gentleman Productions. My name is Christian Doyle. I'm going to be your game master today. I would like to say hello to our players. Some of them may look familiar to you. Some of them may look very familiar to you. First off, Mr. Matt Vansel, creator of Demon Hunters.
I'll try to put this on.
One of the men with an unfair advantage in this game is Matt Vansel. Second person with an unfair advantage in this game, my fiance, Maggie Ferguson Wagstaff.
Hello.
We will be talking about her character momentarily. Coming up next, the next person with an unfair advantage in this game. The Bandit King of Dead Gentlemen himself, Mr. Don Early, who's playing his very famous canon character, Silent Jim, today, who can pretty much do anything.
Pretty much.
Next up, the keeper of canon, the rails of the Demon Hunter universe, Mr. Jimmy McMichael, playing one of my favorite characters, Fish Stick. And finally, the last person with an unfair advantage today, my bandmate and best friend, Vanessa Postel.
So we all have unfair advantages.
Yes.
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 Sweet.
No one has a normal advantage except for me. But as the game master, my advantage is amazing. First, before we start playing, I would like to talk a little bit about the game and what it's about. I think you guys have things to say about it. Like, tell me, where'd you come up with the idea for Demon Hunters, Matt?
I think it was on the floor of the dorm.
Yeah, no, it has that feel to it.
Really?
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
That's really
So for those of you who don't know about the property, the Demon Hunters universe, it takes place in a world where everything that we think is imaginary is in fact real. Monsters are real, ghosts are real, demons are real, and they haunt us, and they bug us, and they make things bad for regular ass living people like us. The only true defense against these monstrosities is an ages-old organization known as the Brotherhood of the Celestial Torch. Given divine credence at first and later more corporate, they have been defending Earth from its many, many dangers for centuries. Yes, Kruns are real. Sorry, just saying. Hi, chat. I missed you guys. It's been almost a day. This Brotherhood of the Celestial Torch is split up into chapters, all with their own specializations and hierarchies. But really, when it comes down to it, it's a day job. And these guys have basically either the coolest or the shittiest day job that you could possibly imagine, because they get to / have to hunt monsters and usually kill them, or sometimes bring them into their fold. The members of the Demon Hunters are not always human, as we are about to find out. Today, we're going to start with Vanessa, who you're going to just tell us your character name, and if there's a bio next to your sheet, you can go ahead and read those off.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm Zila, lead vocalist / battlefield strategist.
And what chapter is she a member of?
MU11. MU11.
Moo.
Too wrong. Mu11. The Mu11 chapter. She's like a banshee, but not exactly, but close. She's not much for fighting, but she likes to control the battlefield with her voice. Powerful voice here. Yeah. This is her.
Oh, she's very lovely.
Yep. She's got some cool little fishnet shirt.
So she has kind of siren powers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of like a banshee. And does she play any instruments? So I imagine she's probably the singer of her.
She's the singer.
And her whole chapter is they're undercover as a band most of the time. So
Yeah. But it says you've never guessed that she was a singer because she's so quiet and shy.
just like you.
An introvert, right? An introvert. Well, yeah, an introvert. But when she gets on the stage, everything changes.
Introvert is a good trait for a band leader.
Yeah. She's there she is. There she is. Introverted band leader who controls things with her voice. Like a banshee.
I know that song.
All right, Jimmy.
I am playing the the escaped prince of Atlantis. His name is Clon. But
What was that?
Clon.
One more time.
I'm the one who spelled that out. Just saying.
But his teammates have given them the noble surface dweller warrior name of Fish Stick. So the royal life just wasn't for me. I yearned for adventure, so I escaped to the surface. And it turns out I wasn't actually trained for warrior life. I'm strong because I'm living under the sea, but I'm not that great at anything really. I live kind of a pampered royal life, but
Underwater privilege.
I'm figuring it out.
Yeah, that's a thing.
I love it.
That's right.
Don.
Yes, I am playing my character, Silent Jim. Silent Jim is a weird guy in a trench coat, dressed very much like I am now.
I would say exactly.
Exactly. I am him. I am he. And he's just a very much the man of mystery. He is a badass gunslinger and has powers that are inexplainable.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is very true. They are
Hey.
quite inexplainable.
His name is Silent Jim because he never talks. Right.
All right, cool. I'm playing Lisbeth Black, and Lisbeth Black is from a town called Hamlin, and the town had made a pact with the Fae that there would be a protection thing going on, and then when the Fae came to collect the debt, the town was like, "We're not going to pay you."
I'm sure that ended out well.
It did.
Yeah.
So like a Pied Pipery type person took all the children with his magical.
So the Pied Piper came to your
Yeah,
town.
basically. And so as a child, I was taken to the world of Fae, where I have lived for at least 730 years. When I came back to this world, I was found by the Brotherhood. And because I lived in Fae and was raised by the Fae, I feel that I have a debt to pay to the Brotherhood. And the Fae always pay their debts, much like the Lannisters. And so I feel that I have to help the Brotherhood as part of my debt. But I am a stealthy person. As my character sheet says, knives, so many knives.
Okay, so
You're Tony Becerra.
lots of bladed weapons. And finally, Matt Vansel.
She's not.
Yes. So I'm playing the team Cypher. A bit of the lore. Every team is equipped with a semi-robotic member of the team that's basically there as a walking database. Cyphers with these gigantic Cypher goggles that are part of their brain that has a constant uplink to the massive Brotherhood database where they can download information on their hunt, upload their position, request enforcements, put in orders for pizza, all that really important stuff that you need in the hunt. I'm not playing a regular Cypher.
No, you're a Mark IV.
No, that's true. They requested an SUV from the Brotherhood motor pool, but they were issued a van, if you could even call it that anymore. A 1974 Ford Econoline. In its day, this thing had been top of the line, CB radio, an 8-track player, shag carpeting, and a state-of-the-art cipher kit. This, however, was not its day. I am playing the Shaggin' Wagon.
Correction, you're playing the Fraggin' Wagon.
The Fraggin' Wagon. Oh, I'm not interested in this character anymore.
Yeah, so the Cypher basically does have
there
Google
goes 2
glasses,
hours.
but they're a bit more low-tech than Google glasses.
Yeah,
Also, they work all the time.
they do.
It's
So
true.
you're playing the...
I'm playing the Cypher that actually is the team's
So you're the van.
I am the
You're
van.
playing a Ford Econoline,
Yeah.
and that's your character.
Yep.
Yeah.
You didn't even want to pretend to take this day seriously.
I should have chosen earlier. Well, there were better options.
Oh yeah, and most of us are part of Upsilon 18.
Crumb used birthday money for this. Crumb doesn't necessarily support demons, but hashtag demon.
Thank you.
Ooh, hashtag demon. That's okay. So let's talk a little bit about the store before we get started.
Yeah, and I'll keep track of what we've got
So-
over here.
Obviously, we have perchables up at Stray Logic, so here's how this is going to work. For $10, you can give me a demon die.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hashtag skill item if I can specify, but if so, boating skill for Silent Jim, please.
Oh, look at that. Silent Jim just got one use of the boating skill that
I
he can
love
use
it.
trained. Isn't that nice? Yeah. So for $10, you can give me a demon die. Now, every character has 3 demon dice in front of them, which they can use to add to their rolls after they have rolled already. However, once they have spent those demon die, they have to give them to me to use in my pool of evil. but the demon die replenish every round. If you want to buy extras for me, I would love that.
No.
I might even use them to help these guys. You never know.
He might. He won't, but he might.
The next up, you could buy an aspect, something to put on the field that's going to give them either an advantage or a disadvantage. And when you do purchase that tip, I would like it if you named what it was, whether it be a cute little pile of kittens or a giant pile of machine guns or a burning car or a passerby with bulletproof vest on. It doesn't really matter. You add this to the scene, and I just kind of have to roll with it, and they can possibly use it to their advantage. For 50, of course, everybody will get an extra use of their best stunt.
Ooh.
Some of your stunts are only available for use once per session. With this, you will get an extra one.
Love that. That's a good one.
What's our next level up? I believe it's...
Exist outside of time.
I exist outside of time.
That's my line.
That is exactly your line. I expect it dropped at least once. That works the same way a hack attack does. If you are familiar with Metaverse, what we do there is if you are willing to drop that kind of money on something happening, well, it might as well be the something that you want. You go ahead and type in whatever it is that you want to happen in that scene, and we will roll with it as best we can. It's there to throw us off the rails, and we're improv people. We should be able to handle it. However, unlike Metaverse, because this is a horror comedy game, I'm going to allow you to kill the character of your choice and or resurrect the character of your choice, as long as it's one of the player hunters and not one of the NPCs. Don't worry, death isn't the end here, folks. If you may come in as a new demon hunter, you may come in as a ghost. Chat may just decide that they like you around so much that you haunt the rest of the party. Who knows?
A ghostly van floating behind.
We also have some awesome rewards at certain levels.
Yeah, let's talk about those for just a second. Our awesome reward. Maggie, tell us about the rewards today.
Well, they're on a list here.
Oh, they
so
are.
When we reach $500, we summon something.
Is that 500?
To hashtag demon because you know chaos.
You have 3 right
I
now.
already have 3 demon dice, guys. And you didn't even give them to me.
I vote to decline the mission.
Hashtag demon by Sapphire.
Oh, you're so screwed.
Yeah.
Sapphire. Bitch.
Demon dice by Sapphire.
Oh, I hate it.
All right.
All right, so at $500, we will summon the purple ninja.
And he will
No,
die.
you will be able to, at
We'll be
your
able
whim,
to.
in your darkest hour, you will be able to summon the Purple Ninja. The greatest demon hunter of all time will come to your aid until he is killed if we get to the $500
Hang on
mark
now,
today.
The purple ninja never loses.
Well, I've seen otherwise.
Also, at the
You mean every time he
Yeah, he
showed up?
wins in death. I know.
Also, since this is the game that they have created and we have versions of, at the $500 level, someone will get the Gen Con pre-release beta version of this game. We'll do a little random draw in chat.
That's right. No silly prize wheel for us. We're operating completely locally, so that's not all we have available. Once we get to the next level after that, which I believe is 1,000, yep, we are going to give away another book.
So this is the Demon Hunters book. This also has the DVD of the Demon Hunters movie in it somewhere. There it is.
It's got some old school Cortex rules and a really funny video that kind of tells you all about the Demon Hunters.
Also at $1,000, apparently everything explodes.
That's right.
We get an extra trait and more abilities.
Yeah, I start giving you extra things that you are able to do to show that your characters have gotten more powerful. It's like free experience points.
Our abilities will be bursting forth explosively.
Yes.
Well, among with everything else.
You might get better brakes because you're playing a van.
So everything explodes. I'm carrying a 15-gallon tank of combustible fluid.
Yeah, you're going to be in trouble.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if we get to the $1,500 level, whatever has happened becomes canon in the Demon Hunters world.
If Jimmy says it's okay.
Jimmy
It's
says
really
it's okay.
Jimmy's the final word on this.
It's
But
true.
I
yeah,
have very low standards.
if you guys throw if this
I'm a van.
if this adventure does hit $1,500, this becomes a canon
Story.
adventure that happens in the Demon Hunters universe and will be mentioned at a future time in one of the Demon Hunters products, whether that be a new book supplement, a piece of fiction, a comic book, or a web series or movie.
Well, this is going to suck.
And also, at the $1,500 level, someone will get the absolutely gorgeous version
That's
of this
right.
game. the official, very nice, very
Beautiful. It's bound in
Bound.
very, very rich black leather.
Yes.
Gold embossed. It'll have signatures on it. It's going to have a little notary public on it. It's crazy.
We are the Tactical Espionage for Destruction and Diversion
Teddy!
Initiative.
It's Teddy. Hey,
As a
Teddy.
challenge, we need to kill someone and make them hunt everyone else. So, we offer you some towards the hashtag outside, brought to you by Sapphire, always the best.
Oh, damn.
I was thinking, what if I just start being Sapphire?
We can make that happen.
We don't say anything
We don't
about
say
it. It's
anything.
just like,
You
well,
just
we
are
did it,
Sapphire?
but- Yeah.
Great, so...
It just means they're glad to see you.
awesome.
That's the way I look at it. They never mention
Thank you.
Sapphire unless you're here, so they love it.
If we don't get started soon, we're going to die in box text.
But thank you for putting money towards killing us. We really appreciate it.
Hashtag demon. Puns are passe. It's all about facts now. Did you know a pig's orgasm lasts 30 minutes?
Yeah.
What?
I am so using
If
that.
you're
in
doing
this
it right.
I believe that you will. All right, hunters. You're sleeping soundly in your
Okay.
respective bunks.
Really?
Not you. You're parked in the garage. It is very, very dark.
This sucks.
Does a wall of corgis count as a single hashtag aspect or no?
A wall of corgis is a single
Just
aspect.
summon the one corgi and hope others help get the rest of the wall up.
As was established at Gamers Live, corgis are stackable.
They are.
Damn right they are.
Wall of corgis.
Thank you. Or was she just said or one?
Or one. Whichever. I'm going.
The perfect-
You get the wall. You've earned the wall.
The perfect vampire juice box, as we discovered.
It's a Capri Sun. It's
Capri
possible.
Sun.
A corgi?
For a vampire, a
That makes
corgi is
sense.
basically a Capri Sun.
Yeah.
All right, monster
see that.
killers.
Okay, we're sleeping.
As I said, most of you are in your bunks. Some of you are in a garage. One of you is in a garage.
Sorry.
You're just completely turned off right now.
So.
Oh, that's nice. Can we keep him like that?
Dragon.
When your alerts go off, you are summoned to the main office, where in the Upsilon section, which is odd for some of you since you are not members of any Upsilon chapter. What do you do? Tell me all about it.
I drive to the door and honk until someone lets me in.
That's exactly what you do. So you get there first because you switch on. The radio flips on, the lights come on, and you just drive right. It's literally 10 feet from where you
I
are.
play Eastbound and Down as I get up there.
Nice. So you go and all right. You have access to the front door. However, what would you like to do? I mean, are you getting up and going right there? What's your deal, guys?
What? There was an alert?
There was an alert that you're supposed to meet at Upsilon,
Oh.
the Epsilon wing.
How far away is that?
It depends. If you're going through the warehouse, you can. I mean, you're in Upsilon.
Yes.
So you're in that wing already.
Excellent.
You are a 3-minute walk down a hallway.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to go as quickly as I can so I can be the first person in the room, and I want to, jump on the ceiling, kind of like ninja style.
Oh, just so
And
you
just, hang
so you're
out.
stealthing.
Yeah.
All right. How are you going about this? Tell me about it.
I am going to...
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, now we actually have to play this game.
That's
game.
right. So what you need to do is you need to use one of your approaches.
Yeah. So I'm going to quickly, which is my D8, and then I would say it's covert ops, my ninja.
Yeah, covert ops is totally doable for
Which
that.
is my 10, which is here. Okay, great.
Now you've probably climbed up the side of a lot of interior office walls, so I'm going to make this just an average difficulty for you.
Great. So I got a 4.
You got a 4, okay. You could make that if you wanted to spend some demon dice on it.
No big deal. No big deal.
No,
Not so
I'm
much
not
you-
spending
okay,
demon dice
they're
yet.
there if you need them. They're there if you need them. You tried to do something cool and you
Oh
failed.
wait, that was a 1, so it's a 14. Never mind, because the 0 is the... Yeah.
The 0 is a 10.
Oh no, so I was right, it was a 4.
Yeah.
I know dice, it's fine. I got really excited there for a second.
She doesn't know dice.
Point of clarification: the 1 you get if you rolled a 1 on
Yeah.
approach or discipline,
I did.
you have the opportunity to re-roll it. If you do, he gets a demon die.
God damn it.
You could also choose just to take an extra faith die. If you do, he gets a demon die.
No. Look, I jumped up there and I missed my footing and I fell back down.
Okay.
And now I'll be behind a file cabinet.
I think it's worth increasing our adversary's power. to complete your
They have
stunt.
already given him like
To
4
complete your
demon
stunt
deaths.
that no one will see.
The file cabinet will do.
I'm behind the file cabinet.
Fish stick, what's your
Fell behind
quickness?
the file cabinet.
How quick are you?
I am. I got a D8.
Okay, can you give me a quickness and maybe I guess a combat and tactics roll?
All right.
We're gonna die.
I got a 10. What am I doing?
A mint condition, invincible, or even insatiable, towed up to the Great Oni magically.
Oh, a
Appears
mint
on the
condition.
dashboard of the friggin' wagon. It gives
No.
a TM determined bonus to anyone who raps its praises. Hashtag aspect, hashtag good luck, guys.
You now have a Chris Odie bobblehead.
Hashtag
Awesome.
demon, did you know that there is a town in Wales called Lanfair Powell, Winchell Go, Great were probably in Zilia Go to Goach.
Yeah.
I almost promise you that there isn't.
Thank you, chat. Also,
all right,
did Chris Odie give us
you now have a Chris Odie
himself?
bobblehead.
Chris Odie
Anybody
bobblehead.
who prays to that bobblehead gets a 1-use bonus. As long as they are in the van, their next action will have that bonus.
Good to know.
Is that a bonus of a faith die?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, go.
Believe
Okay,
there was something
fine.
about rapping in that.
If we pray to the Chris Odie bobblehead.
bobblehead?
Oh my God.
I'd like to see that.
Unfortunately, the van.
Someone already donated 10, so here is another 10. That makes 20 toward hashtag outside.
Oh, nice. The 250.
Ha ha ha! I believe that was supposed to say.
Thank you. 20 guys, we're $20 into one of us dying.
All right.
And
right.
becoming a cool ghost.
Oh yeah, you get to be a cool ghost.
I know, I'm very
That's
excited.
something. Some of you can't die. Don't even worry about it.
That's true.
So about this time, I come off the ceiling where she bounced off.
Where
me.
you've been hiding the whole time. And you land directly in front of Fish Stick, who's walking through the door just as he kind of gets this weird look and then puts his arms out just in time to catch Lisbeth, who has fallen from her perch. You are moist. And kind of fishy smelling.
Gross.
It's not
It's
as
just
bad
the way
as
it goes. That's what happens when the Prince of Atlantis catches you because
Super
you
gross,
tripped
super
and
gross.
fell. You now have, for the next round, the condition moist.
I have to write moist on my sheet.
At the top.
I did. Moist.
That's it. That was a virgin sheet until you wrote moist on it.
Moist. It's the first condition. All right, I'm moist. I'm also the size of a child. I should let chat know that.
Yes, you're not a tall person.
While almost a millennia old, I am a child still,
Right.
looking physically.
In your long history of playing childlike
Child.
characters who live in the Fae.
Yeah.
Wow, maybe they'll give you a Harvey if you're nice. You never know. You could use a Harvey, right?
I could.
Oh, mother of bunnies. It's about this time that you are slinging your stuff on your shoulder and leisurely making your way down to Upsilon. There's a commotion ahead of you, and as you get to the office, you're kind of thinking maybe you don't want to go in the room because they seem to be wrestling right in the doorway, and there's this honking. Just like the van is clearly outside the garage door, just honking and honking and honking.
That's a lot of commotion.
It is a lot of commotion. But you did get called.
Right.
So it must be a mission. But these are not your people, and you don't belong to Upsilon. You're hoping to God you didn't get transferred.
No. Okay, so do I go, am I in or am I looking at the door?
You're just looking. The doorway's kind of blocked up with a fish man and a small child. And
It's moist.
A moist small child.
As a former denizen of the fight, Lisbeth clearly has the hashtag skill to summon a demon. Probably a bunny.
Probably a bunny demon, yes.
A bunny demon?
All right, you will have a free aspect of a bunny demon to use one time.
What color is the
That
bunny
is
demon?
awesome.
What color? Oh, no. No, it's not that color.
Thank you for giving me a bunny. Whose name is Harvey.
Yes, of course you've named him Harvey. So once the doorway clears, there's a table and chairs, just like any normal kind of debriefing room. The difference is that the chair at the end, where your chapter leader would normally sit for the briefing, is empty, and there is just a phone kind of flipped up onto a little stand and a little post-it note saying, push play.
I want to sit underneath the table.
You want to sit underneath the table?
Yeah.
Okay. The little girl gets underneath the table.
Has anyone let me in
She's
yet?
not a little girl.
No one seems to have let you in
I
yet.
don't think we can let
I resume the honking and I flash the brights.
You do notice that this, unlike most of the briefing rooms that you find that are connected to the warehouse, does have a large garage door.
I don't
Am I near
understand technology, but I'm pretty sure I could just force the garage door open with my massive Atlantean strength.
It is locked, but I'm sure you could do it.
just break
So you
it
want to?
open.
You're going to forcefully do that, I assume.
Absolutely,
That seems
I am.
like the way to
Using
go.
my Atlantean strength. That is a 15.
Okay, yeah. The door is no longer there.
You know,
Fish Stick leans down and is like, no, this shouldn't be too much. But he's worried that it might be locked. He doesn't want to look stupid in front of everybody again. So he just like lifts it as hard as he can. But it's connected down at the bottom corner. So he lifts the middle of it up. The bottom corners are still connected for about the first 3 feet or so. So now you have an open door that looks like this, with 2 giant handprints in it.
That's very impressive, Fish Stick. If you look to the left of the door, there's a button.
Unsurprisingly, on the other side of the door is a van. For those of you not in Upsilon, there's a van on the other side of the door, like with its headlights pointing at you, honking incessantly, and it hasn't seemed to have stopped honking yet.
I haven't seen one of these since 1983.
Meanwhile, the phone is still sitting on the table.
I want to go over to it sneakily and press play.
So the door is still not open.
The door is open
Oh,
now.
it is open now. Okay, then
Yeah.
I roll into my spot.
Okay. So
His chair.
the large 8-foot section of the table that is reserved for the cipher. Van pulls right up to it, pushes the table just a little bit to let you know he's upset. Not enough to knock anybody over. As you hit play, and sure enough, it is the erstwhile chapter leader of Upsilon 11, right?
18.
18. Upsilon 18. Simon Atlas. You already know what's going to happen, Silent Jim. He has done this to you 3 other times now. I don't know how that happened.
He
And
did.
now I cannot be heard.
Sorry, chat.
I bet you're still hurt.
I can come. You want me to come grab it?
Mark's coming.
If I
Mark-
touch it, it'll break.
Magical Mark is coming to
Because
fix
even when I
it.
don't touch it, it breaks.
It was upset like the car was.
Van.
Van. Sorry.
Van.
Van.
Lisbeth.
Racist. Do they all look alike to you?
I don't understand them. They didn't have them when I was around before.
He has done this to you 3 other times in the past. He's called in one of his many accumulated sick days and probably gone off to a casino somewhere with Cooter. It's not the first time he's done it. It won't be the last time he's done it, but you need him for things.
I'm sorry. With who?
With Cooter. He's another member of your team. He generally fixes the van.
Do I know the van?
Cooter
We're
Dixon.
from the same
Ah.
chapter,
Everyone in
right?
this
No,
chapter
you're from a
is
different
Christian.
chapter.
Yes, everyone in this
Go
chapter
again.
does look like Christian. Cooter. Cooter.
Cooter, he's a handsome fellow.
Yes. Oh, he's from Georgia.
Oh,
Handsome, but not very smart then.
It's hard to believe a guy named Cooter would be from Georgia. Georgia, you say? I always thought Cooter was more of a...
Of the New Hampshire Cooters.
The Maryland Cooters.
My name is Cooter Plint Garnell. Do I
works
say?
though.
The third.
It does. All right. So what's Simon saying?
So
God.
basically, Simon is saying that he can't make it in today. He's feeling a little bit under the
Lazy
weather,
bastard.
and Cooter has to take care of him
Do
because
you even work?
it's a pre-recorded.
Joyful wants to go
still
hashtag
talking.
outside.
Very nice. So that's more towards the outside.
That's more towards the outside.
Love it.
Again, we're going to die in box text.
You're gonna die in box text, and it's gonna be ugly. But basically, it comes down to he and Cooter can't make it in, and there's a really, really important mission. And could you please do me this one favor? It will be the last time. I just need you to lead the team for this slightly dangerous mission that we know very little about.
This is what it's like being a stepdad.
It's very much. But, it was your fault for taking him under your wing to begin with.
What's the mission?
Interestingly enough, there has been several reported cases of spontaneous combustion throughout the city. People have been exploding. Young, attractive people all over the city.
The magic of hashtag outside bragging wagon tends to, at the most inconvenient moments, to transform into the cutest little toy fire truck complete with flashing lights and a woo sound effect.
So
Oh yes, that just
Look at
happened.
that.
there's more.
I feel like the bragging wagon needs a friend and lunch. Maybe a friend who is lunch. Like Brad, a talking turkey like named Brad, hashtag aspect of friendship.
Oh my gosh.
All right, you are now able to use the aspect of friendship at any point during your adventure today.
Do I have to?
You are free to. If you use the power of friendship,
Aspect of friendship.
you just have to let me know you're using it, or I can use the friendship against you.
So
it's
we
a
haven't
one-use
even
item.
gotten onto the mission yet. I've got the aspect of friendship. I can turn into a toy fire truck, and fucking Chris Odie is on my dashboard.
It's like your very nightmare, isn't it?
So that
At least the rabbit is Norin.
It means you're loved.
but he can only turn into the little mini fire truck once.
Also, we have hit $500 now, so we're going to go ahead and give away our Gen Con edition, limited edition,
So someone
Demon
do a-
Hunters, a comedy of terrors role-playing game book.
Excellent.
Well, since we're all
It's
going to
like
die,
the real game, but with typos.
That's right. It's like the real game, but with typos.
And we'll probably all sign them tonight as
It is
well.
also embossed.
It's also embossed.
There you go. So that makes it
Oh, look, you
super,
can't see it, but it's
super
right
legit.
there.
It's
embossed.
like a
y'all.
boss. So should we summon the purple ninja?
You are now able to at any point.
That's right.
At your darkest moment,
Dies
you
from
may.
a paper cut.
And if you say the right thing, you can summon the purple ninja.
So people are spontaneously beautiful people.
Beautiful young people all over the
most
city
important kind.
are spontaneously combusting.
I get to turn into a fire truck, yeah.
Okay.
When I turn into a fire truck, is the bobblehead of Chris Odie still on the dash?
Yes, and it's full size. It becomes a hood ornament, and it's just like this little, like, bearded gnome on top of your truck.
He turns into a tiny toy fire truck.
Yeah, no, he's a tiny toy fire
like
truck with a
this.
full-size bobblehead on the top of it.
I get it now.
That just goes woo, woo, any woo, woo, woo.
He doesn't
over
just
and
go
over
for
again.
days, for days, for days.
Shut up.
That's right. Since he's not here, we can make horrible fun of him. I'm sure he won't tip in to hurt all of you. He is watching, guys. He can hear us.
We love you, Chris.
There you go. That was the way to suck up after you insult him.
We is a plural.
All right, so
Spontaneous human combustion.
So beautiful people.
something that should not happen.
Ever.
I mean, I have internal combustion.
that the end
Detective
of-
Fraggin' Wagon is on the case, everyone.
And to be fair, most fuel is compressed biological organism anyway.
Matt did want to be a shagging wagon. So, hashtag aspect for an aura of suggestion.
All right, you can have an
Try not to get
aspect.
us toast, but that said, have fun, you glorious degenerate less than 3.
They love you. You get another aspect that you're able to use once, and
Oh, good.
and it's basically a seduction roll.
Yeah.
So the van can seduce.
The van gets a bonus to seduce.
Can I also get the bonus to seduce if I were, say, the size of a small fire truck with a Chris Odie hood ornament?
Oh, yes, that's exactly when you should
Only
use
if
that.
it were inconvenient to you in some way.
I think we'll hit that circumstance.
Oh, no question in my mind.
Is there is there anything else to the message?
That's pretty much it. It's just like, hey, don't worry, Jim's got this. He's been a chapter leader before, I think. I'm not really sure.
When the message
Anyway, he's very, very responsible.
when the message ends,
Also, Zila, thanks for joining us. I really appreciate the help. I totally have paid back that favor now. Everything should be clean when you get home.
Don't worry. I'll explain later what that means. Maybe.
When the message ends, I'm gonna come out from under the table and throw a knife at the phone.
Okay.
So I'm gonna quickly use my combat and tactics,
Yeah, absolutely.
and that's a 7.
Oh, okay, no. No,
Okay.
that won't quite do it. 10 is what you needed. But if you want to spend a demon die on something completely useless, I'm not going to tell you no.
Do not feed this beast.
These demon dice over here are super lonely.
They are. They're just so. How many do you have?
I only have 6.
Well, then they all get to pair up. So no. If it
Okay.
was an odd number, I would have let them pair up, so they could all go on little dates.
All right. Jim, you as chapter leader are kind of in charge of where these guys go and how they get there.
I don't get to sit very often.
Obviously, it's not a comfortable situation for you, but there is information available via the cipher to tell you where you might need to go, how you might want to get there.
Cypher, tell me something I already know. Where are we going?
The first planet from the sun is Mercury.
We're not going to Mercury.
No, but the hottest planet next to the sun is Venus. A lot of people don't know that. They think it's Mercury because it's closer, but the cloud cover actually lets light bounce off the surface and then back off. And anyway, much hotter surface because of that. However, since we're talking about hot and people exploding,
I'm hot.
I'm so excited to see Matt's reaction to his impending other new form. Thank you, chat, for inspiring the idea. Hashtag suck it, Vancilla, voting hashtag outside.
oh, how do they love thee? Let me
I'm
count
taking the watch off,
ways.
assholes.
Hashtag suck it.
All right.
I'm playing the van, he says. You should have seen this coming, bro. Okay.
Oh,
I
man.
just sat here.
Okay, I step into the van, and I notice that the cipher goggles is somehow wired into the dashboard.
Right.
And I think that this is very weird.
You are correct, Silent Jim. It is, in fact, weird. Welcome into the Cypher Van. I am the Fraggin' Wagon, your Cypher, coming at you with all the information you need for your demon hunt. How can I be of assistance? I live to serve.
Is there a location where these explosions, these spontaneous human, are we sure they're human, combustions are concentrated?
That's a fascinating question, Jim. Let me cycle that up through the Cypher database.
All right. I would like you to roll to gather information of some kind. So
Okay.
let's see. That'd be what, covert ops, I guess.
He doesn't need that. He is
He's a cipher. That's right. He just can know this stuff,
Yeah.
right?
So you're gonna roll.
You just
your,
know it.
Okay.
So he's
Club
gonna roll his
district.
cipher, his D10.
Still got to roll it.
Yeah.
Club
So-
district downtown. 3 of the people who've exploded in the
Plus
last
one.
month have only
I'll do it flashy style, too, because that's my style.
Yeah.
7.
7. Hey, good news. Of the people who have died, 3 of them have records for possession.
Possession of what?
Drugs.
Possession of drugs.
One
What kind of
cocaine.
drugs?
1 cocaine and 2 weed.
We are the Tactical Espionage for Destruction and Diversion Initiative.
Teddy!
Hello, Teddy.
We have never seen a man try to seduce someone before. Now we need to. Please try to seduce everything you see now. Since you have a bonus, it'd be a waste to not do so. Hashtag outside.
Was that a full outside?
Oh, no, they're just
They're just building toward
almost
the,
there,
to the
right?
suck it Vancel.
Mark, where are we on that outside, by the way?
Let me calculate it.
Because I don't know and I can't see.
So, as far as we know, there have been 3 downtown, 1 cocaine and 2 weed. Your skin feels wonderful. Is that velour?
You're trying to seduce me?
They are concentrated in the club district, and at least one of the incidents has happened just outside a particular club known as the Fire Snake Club.
What that guy said, the Fire Snake Club, which suggests that maybe they're all coming from the same place or the same dealer. It makes sense that the Fire Snake Club would be our first destination. Would you like to pile on?
I'm gonna
Okay.
sit in the back.
They don't let me on the shag carpeting, so I gotta sit up front.
That's right, fish stick.
We should go there.
Lay down a tarp this time, Atlantean man.
Yeah, well, I'll just get in the van.
Since Fishstick is actually in your chapter, there is a special seat just for him.
Remember, Lisbeth, you need to sit in the car seat.
It is covered in plastic. There is kind of a tray around the captain's chair, which is full of water. Thank you. Which is salty and delicious, and sometimes you like to stick your head in it and take a big, deep breath.
Excellent.
It's really nice.
Now remember, Elizabeth, when you hit 100 pounds, we will be able to turn your seat facing forward, but until then, you need to stay buckled backwards.
And sure enough, there is a seat, a captain's chair, right towards where the crappy sliding door
driver's
that
seat.
barely opens. that is turned around and has a little booster on it that we're pretty sure is just there to be condescending.
I whisper to you, I'm sorry the van's so condescending. And I go sit in the back. But I also pet the van because it's really cool, soft in there.
I hate the stupid van.
You should.
Can I touch the bobblehead Chris Odie too?
You
Touch
can.
whatever you like.
You can touch it as much as you'd like.
I touch it again.
Oh, why?
And then one last time.
Hey, well,
Stop.
Okay, it no longer bobbles.
I quietly go to the back.
Silent Jim uncomfortably shifts in his seat.
Which seat do you take, Jim?
I sit on the floor.
You sit on the floor of the van. Nobody is in the front of this vehicle right now.
Yes,
Except
I'll
for
drive
me, right?
again.
Except for me facing all of them in the child's seat.
So everybody piles into the back of the van, which reluctantly has to, be your chauffeur again.
Once again, I shall be your chauffeur. Please locate the emergency exits are to all sides of the van. In the event of a water landing, all of you except for Fishstick are likely going to drown. Please keep your hands and limbs inside the vehicle at all times. Stroke it as much as you like.
Yes, they love it. All right, so it's only a few minutes downtown if you take the warehouse route, because there are plenty of doors in the area. The club, from the outside, looks much like another old warehouse with a nice, it's got several floors to it. They've obviously tried to do something to the outside, but it is clearly a facade on top of a crappy old warehouse. The line is going out the door, and you can hear the music from inside the van going over the Steely Dan playing from the van's radio currently.
I'm not singing Steely Dan.
You don't have to. I'll do it for you. I won't.
And better.
Well, I'm going to. Well, I assume we're getting out of the van. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to sneakily.
That is completely up to you. You could stay in the van the entire
stay in the van
adventure.
for the next hour and a
I'm
half.
sure
or however
chat
time
would
it's
take care of it before long.
I actually
would.
prefer it that way.
Well, okay. Well, first of all, I probably have to ask for help to get out of the damn seat because it's like proof to tiny hands.
I help you.
Hate to pile on, but the bragging wagon has developed engine troubles and now needs to be towed everywhere by Toey the Demon Hunter tow truck played by Kristen.
Toey. Toey.
All right, let's take. Oh yeah, no, that's a full on. I exist outside of time.
Toey the Demon Hunter.
All right. So right as you're about 3 blocks away from the club where the adventure is supposed to happen.
Hello from KBH, although member of Upsilon 18.
Hey, yeah.
There's our chapter
Who
leader.
is unable to help in person, he will help with his law enforcement.
Is law enforcement?
Contact by using the hashtag Aspect Donuts for Demon Hunters.
Donuts for demon hunters.
Excellent.
You guys have donuts if you need to use them, and there's an aspect for
The
it.
truth about Percy's that somehow, even though we sat on the actual seat of the car and lived, our children must now be strapped in until puberty. The bragging wagon gains the hashtag aspect of safety. Use as well.
All right, congratulations.
Great one.
Unfortunately,
Thank
the
you.
Fraggin' Wagon has broken down. It is for.
Toey.
I don't know what happened, but you just About halfway there, you're not feeling so good, and right as you're about 3 blocks away, you're just like, oh no.
It might be all the knives that I'm throwing in anger.
Yeah, maybe even taking it's all the unleaded because you were built in 1974. You're
I'm
just
in my 40s, guys.
yeah, like this is just not what you're used to, and everything's unleaded inside the warehouse now,
All
except for the diesels.
fuel emission standards.
You envy the diesel and their clean, burning engines.
They're so hot.
Yeah.
But you're not feeling good. Your emergency transponder immediately shows that you have broken down. Things are bad.
I deploy the water landing slides.
Yeah. Which immediately empties Fish Stick's tray out. It really looks like you just took a huge dump on the side of the street as you're chugging along.
Oh my gosh.
And okay, someone has. Yeah, you're gonna help me get out of the
You're
safety
out.
seat.
You're good.
But don't worry, there is a tow truck on the way, which unfortunately makes you cringe because you know of only one tow truck in the warehouse, and it's the only other sentient vehicle in the warehouse, and you do not have a friendly relationship with Toei.
Well, he thinks we're friends.
Well, no, he thinks you're best friends. And he is so glad that you want to come hang out that when he pulls alongside you, he's just like, beep, 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 beep,
Hey,
beep,
Toei.
beep.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Hey, Toei.
Hey,
Yeah.
you need a tow?
I need a tow, Toei.
Hey, that's what I'm here for, bro.
That's exactly why
I am
we're
gonna
here.
tow the shit out of you, man.
That's fantastic. It's
I can't believe I'm towing the fragging wagon. I gotta tweet this.
Oh, you
You see a little flash from inside the car as he attempts a selfie. You know that it's on the internet now and lives forever.
You know, Toei, we are on a stealth
Yeah, hold on,
mission.
back it up, bro.
We're on a stealth mission. Toei, stealth mission. We're on.
He is going to attempt to forcefully hook into your undergrill.
Toei asked if it's okay.
I think he's just assuming at this point.
They are BFFs.
But truck etiquette is different than human etiquette, which is good. Otherwise, somebody would be in trouble right now.
I turn into a fire truck toy to slip off of the hook and hopefully out of his range of sight.
I got a 15. He hooked you real good, but you
Okay.
do manage to turn into a fire truck toy that is now hanging
then I'll
off the side after forcefully ejecting the rest of the team out the side doors.
Whoa! Can I use
The van shrinks down to tiny sizes and is now hanging from the back of Toei's hook by its lip.
Just a pile of demon hunters underneath it.
Well, I saw this happening differently.
So can we all jump on?
Yeah, I think we saw it shrinking and jumped out.
I would like to invoke a silent gym power where I sneakily just teleport us to the front of the line.
That is a great idea because there is a huge line.
So I'll just run through them.
No, before he does that, I will quickly quickly grab the fire truck so that he's with us.
Okay. All right. Give me a roll. See if you can do that in
So
time
let's
because
see,
he is
quickly is my 8.
as fast as you are.
And then
Silent Jim's
I
a pretty
guess
quick
I'm
dude
gonna
himself.
I'm gonna use covert.
Can I roll to assist, like a quick plus covert, to try to wiggle off and help?
Give me one. Tell me what you get.
10.
10 is good.
I'm gonna do covert ops, I think, so it'll be a quick grab. Sure. That way I'm rolling. Hopefully. Well, that's an 8.
That's an 8. That's not gonna quite do it. You know what would?
Yeah, I'll use the goddamn demon.
You can use a demon die. I just need 10s from all of you. It's not that hard of a.
That's a 6.
That's a 6. That'll get you there. Okay, can I have that, please? That's mine now.
Yeah.
Just bring it to me.
I am. Oh god, I didn't want to stand up.
Let's not take it as an omen that I broke down for no reason. We weren't being chased. We weren't under fire. Just broke down. It's not ominous.
Not ominous at all. But as you blink,
I used a demon die to save you.
there's another flash as Toei takes a picture. Toei takes another picture of you, like holding him like this next to your face. It's not super flattering.
So, Don and Jimmy, this is Hyper RPG. This is Jack.
Hi.
This is what we've been doing all these months. Pretty friggin' cool, eh? Hashtag outside. Hashtag welcome to the party. Hashtag it was the last tip. I swear, Sarah.
That's from Odie, everybody. He's now officially in trouble with the missus for giving us so much money today. It is basically everything he made from Metaverse last month.
Thank you, Sarah, for stopping his reign of terror.
And with that, I'm using all 3 demon dice.
Oh, good man!
He's
I knew
teleporting us.
I liked you, Don.
Oh God, he's teleporting us.
No ones.
That's good.
Let's see here. That's 12.
So many.
That's 12, 24, 29, and I'm praying to Odie,
And you're praying to Odie.
which is another 6, so 35.
Okay, and let me just
Might get us there.
see what if the bouncer even is going to notice this. He is definitely not. That's 2 ones. That's it's about as bad as he can do.
Good thing you used all those demon dice,
A
Don.
blind bouncer.
So just as your character is like, looking like she's about to either eat this toy fire truck or something else, the flash kind of blinds you, and as you open your eyes again, you are standing inside the door of this club.
I'm gonna hook the fire truck to my pants.
Okay, done and done. I'm not going to make you roll for it because
I
you
don't have to
probably
hold
screwed
it.
up. Can I have those demon dice?
Well, don't they regenerate
yeah, they
first?
Regenerate, so
Oh, they regenerate, right?
Yeah.
So I just get 3, right?
Yeah.
you can just add them to your pile.
Maggie needs another.
No, I had an
you did.
extra.
Okay, great.
It was meant to be.
Beautiful. But you prayed to the great OD. That's 30. Yeah. So nothing happens. Like you're standing perfectly in an empty spot in the middle of the room. Well, not in the middle of the entrance to this club. And this club looks basically like, if you've ever seen any action movie or mob movie from the 1980s or 90s, it looks a lot like that. The music is loud because this is only PG-13. All of the women on the stage dancing are wearing clothes, but not many of them. There are cages where people are dancing. It's kind of like the opening scene of Blade mixed with the club from Showdown in Little Tokyo. If any of you are familiar with that film.
Absolutely.
Great, you get an aspect for that. Familiar with Showdown in Little Tokyo.
Because it's not a dead gentleman, zombie Orpheus show on Hyper RPG without it being a dumpster fire. One of the ladies in their haste to exit the Freddy wagon ended up with a Nickelback CD hashtag aspect in their back pocket.
Well, if it's going to be any kind of show, it might as well be a shit show.
The aspect is that one of the 2 women have a Nickelback CD.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Non-specific, just one of us.
Just one of you
It'll
gets a
be-
Nickelback CD. You can fight over it if you want.
At this moment, it's a quantum Nickelback CD. Because it could exist.
Until the bags are opened.
Yeah, it'll be revealed, I'm sure.
Quantum
All right.
The
Nickelback.
women.
So, everybody's dancing in this place, except for you guys who are looking like, a paramilitary force that just appeared in the middle of a foyer.
With a child with a toy fire truck hanging from her belt.
But nobody really seems to be paying attention because of the people who are dancing, these guys are they're having a great time. Or they seem to be having a great time.
Where do we get the drugs?
It's funny you should ask. Who are you asking? Small child.
I think I just look up to the nearest adult.
This is like one of those shitty don't do drugs commercials they made us watch in middle school, isn't it? Go to the club, where are the drugs?
So if I'm next to my team, I would ask one of them. But if I'm not, and I'll let you roll it, I ask whoever's next to me.
I'm curious how I can find out if I know about this club being someone who might have performed here.
I will totally allow that. I would
Great.
need some kind of social engineering would be is going to be the closest you've got, and then pick an aspect or approach to go about that.
Cleverly.
You want to cleverly find out through your social engineering if this is a place you've played before, a place you're familiar with, something like that.
Yes.
Love it.
Come here.
You sure you don't want to use the wall of corgis? Oh, wait.
Oh, we do have a wall of corgis, don't we?
Blessed are we for the great OD for coming up with the wondrous hashtag outside that will come.
Oh, yeah. That'll make it.
It's been completed.
It has been completed. You're going to want to show that to me on chat since I don't have any way of looking at it.
The ritual is complete.
Oh, boy.
I rolled a 6.
You rolled a 6. Total of 6.
Total of 6.
That's
Yeah.
okay. It was actually a very easy roll. So that will just make it. What you do know is that this is not normally the kind of place that has a band. But, so you've never actually played here before, but you do know it has a reputation for being, especially lately, very, very popular with the younger crowd. Especially the people who have kind of grown out of being ravers but still want to get high every weekend.
People who happen to be beautiful.
There are a lot of beautiful people here.
She used air quotes, though.
Yes.
They're ugly on the inside.
I meant physically attractive, not...
It's because I don't know what they look like on the inside, so I can't fully call them beautiful. I don't know.
Well, they're generally between college age and mid-30s. They're, in good shape. They're very attractive. They're the type of people that don't have to wait in line to get into this place. Unlike all of the slightly uglier people who are waiting in line to get into this place outside.
I share my knowledge with my team while looking at the ground.
I got you in.
That's right.
We're with him.
Thanks, Total.
I would like to. Okay, so we're in the club.
You just asked somebody where the drugs were.
Yeah. So what happens? I have my next move ready.
We're gonna find out.
You gotta really score that social engineering
the
roll.
first person you talk to is
That's true. I probably have to roll for that, don't I?
a young lady.
Excuse me, fellow.
Is a young lady in a very, very small dress and very, very tall shoes.
Okay, so I gotta roll social engineering, and oh god. I think I just quickly say it because there's no tact involved.
You're just gonna blurt it out.
That's a quickly for the approach there. Okay, that is a 7. That's not bad for a D4.
Okay. Now I know what that is.
Gains an hashtag aspect of innocence.
Hey.
An aspect of innocence. Very nice. Do you want to use that now?
I do.
I have that album.
Go ahead and go ahead and add a D6.
Instantly ask where the drugs are.
All right, we've also just hit $1,000,
Wow.
which is wonderful.
Yeah.
Someone gets this.
Somebody is getting that Demon Hunter's Cortex book, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
Orientation
Matt,
video.
this particular I Exist Outside of Time that they've been saving up for a while belongs to you.
Oh, what a surprise!
So congratulations, Mr. Vansel. Your transforming fire truck / cipher van also can transform into a robotic Chibi-chan.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, they couldn't just make it
Look at
cool
that
for you,
face.
could they?
Look at this face.
I have kids, chat.
Yeah.
They're gonna see this.
Yeah, in like 10 years.
Oh yeah, that's right. Their brains aren't fully formed.
You've got one kid who had a celery stick of power yesterday.
It was a celery stick +1 of sneakiness, and she snuck right past me while babbling. I have a very low spot check.
Okay, so what did you roll on that?
7.
But you
No.
get to add the.
You got
Oh,
to
I
add
get
the
to
die.
add the D6, which is a 5. So
Which
12.
is a 5. That will definitely get you. Okay, so the young lady with the very tiny dress and the very tall shoes looks down at you and goes, "What?
Where are the drugs?
The drugs? Have you met? Do you know Chad?
Yeah, we know Chad.
Okay. And she points.
Okay.
As you all pan over, the camera also pans over, and you see a line of people. You don't know how you missed this before.
I do.
I
But
assume I just see
anybody in this
butts.
club who is not ordering a drink or dancing seems to be waiting in line for the women's bathroom.
Okay, so since I can only see butts, I assume one of you tells me. I would hope one of you tells me that there's a line.
You see so many butts.
Just butts.
Butts and butts and butts.
So,
Fish Stick lifts you up by the back of your
Oh, there
collar
we go.
and sets you up on his shoulders.
excellent. Okay, then so I'm gonna lean down. So fish stick. What if? So if we use the
Uncomfortably moist is your new condition.
is that on top of moist, or is moist just become
it's just been upgraded.
moist in parentheses uncommonly,
Uncomfortably.
uncomfortably? God bless
You're
it.
also uncommonly moist.
Like a Duncan Hines brownie.
Uncomfortably moist. Oh God. So what if we let the fraggin' wagon go do his little? He said he had noises, fire truck noises. So we could have him make a distraction.
Oh, I can make a distraction.
But then we can get into the women's bathroom. Or do we want to be like more covert about this and just wait in line?
There's a popping noise from across the room. You see a flash of light and a puff of smoke, and people all go and they just cheer. Woo!
What was that? Can I detect magic? I can detect magic because I know magic when I feel it, and I get a +2, and I cleverly create advantages while identifying magical effects. What's my advantage?
So yeah, that's actually a good point. Well, we can talk about the 4 actions and what those are right now too.
Yeah.
There are 4 things that every character is able to do in any round. Those are the 4 basic actions. You can attack, defend,
Yeah.
create an advantage, or overcome an obstacle.
Boom. Okay. I hope I'm doing this right. Because fairy dust is like glitter; it gets everywhere. Since there was a big explosion, everyone's screaming. I want to throw fairy dust into the
Cheering.
cheering. Whatever. I want to throw a bunch of fairy dust so it's like woo, and then detect magic while they're distracted.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So you do your normal roll, add a d6 because
Right.
you're using a faith die, invoking that.
Yup.
I think you have
And you'll
a
get a-
stunt.
+2.
And this is a stunt, so I get the +2.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use. I guess that's my mystic arts probably.
Yep.
You don't want to roll like 15 demon dice too.
I would love 15 demon dice.
I do not. And also, gosh, I'm gonna forcefully throw the glitter, and I forcefully want to know if there's magic. So I'm rolling all of these. Shit! I rolled a-
Incidentally, your transformer name is Optimus Rhyme.
What did you roll the 1 on?
the faith.
So it's not spent.
So it's not spent. So it just goes. Do I get the 1 or it just goes away?
You get the 1.
I get the 1. Just goes. So 1, 6. I got a 10.
Okay, so you got a 10 to glitter bomb the audience? Is that what you're
Yeah,
trying
and
to
then
do?
detect magic on what just happened to see if there's magic.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and.
People don't just explode.
Well, I mean, but people might notice this. This
Yeah,
glitter
so-
bomb. I'm just checking on that. No. In fact, which is funny because
In someone's eyes,
just as you throw this glitter into the air, one
Into
thing you
everyone's
never
butt.
really understood about fairy dust until just this moment is how highly flammable it is. Because there's another popping sound and another explosion, like right where you threw it. And about 3 people catch on fire.
I will quickly crawl down.
And
Fish
everybody
Stick.
cheers.
Actually, I won't
Except
crawl.
for the 3 people on fire who scream and cheer and are now running around the crowd on
First
fire.
confirmed kills, Ursula's not back.
I won't crawl down Fish Stick. I'll probably just
You'll
like
slip
slide, slippery, like a gross slip.
I really like to use my vocal powers to maybe persuade the line to the bathroom to let us
Ooh.
get in there.
Oh, yeah, so you're trying
That's
to
a
get to the
great
front of the line.
idea.
Yeah.
Oh wait, was there any
I
magic?
would like to. Oh,
You
yeah,
did
right.
you did not sense any magic. Or at least not traditional
+2.
fey
I
magic.
got a +2 to whatever that roll.
There's
Yeah.
it definitely has a magic flavor to it, but
Is it like
it doesn't
palpable,
feel
like-
it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like
magic
you
in
would
it.
consider like normal magic. It's not necessarily an arcane effect.
I would like to grab one of the people who are on fire and use them to beat out the other person who is on fire.
It's really nice.
I'll allow it.
So cute.
I don't quite understand how fire works.
You know you generally don't
Something
like
I'm
it.
used to.
Yeah. You've never seen it outside. Like it doesn't. They don't have it where you live.
I've read lots about fire.
But the words were blurry because he was reading them underwater.
So yeah, I will. You should do it quickly, and using my Atlantean strength. And you know what? I'm gonna invoke the strength of my Atlantean warrior prince heritage here.
You just put Atlantean in front of every word.
Yes, you finally figured out the character concept. Congratulations.
Oh, that's not a good roll. 9.
Demon die.
Don't tempt him.
Well, I'm gonna die anyway. Let's make it awesome.
Jimmy, what's your total?
Now it's 14.
You added a demon die.
I did add a demon die.
God bless it, you get another one.
I have to give you your exploding abilities too, which I have not yet done. You'll each get an extra use of your major stunt,
Okay.
Sweet.
whatever that may be. And I will be giving each of you an aspect randomly. Your aspect will be from now on, if you make a physical strength roll, you'll get to roll it twice and take the better of the results.
Excellent.
You can use your, I'll give you a +2 when you use a vocal attack. You will never have to reload or lose your guns.
Awesome.
They're just always there. I don't even know with you.
Come back to it.
We're going to. We'll see. We'll see what kind of. And you can transform into any of your forms at will.
So tiny fire truck or giant TV-chan?
Or
what is the
van.
size? So what is the size of the Chibi-chan? Is it a toy Chibi-chan or is it?
No, it is a robot. It is if your van is officially a transformer now.
Okay.
So it is the size and mass of an economy.
So the van will turn into Robo Chibi-chan.
Yeah, basically a giant robotic rabbit.
Or a tiny toy fire truck with a Chris Odie bobblehead.
Yes.
Will the Chibi-chan robot also have the Chris Odie bobblehead?
Yes, but not on the dashboard.
Oh man!
I'll let you use your imagination, chat.
It's got a floor. I was sitting.
For some reason,
That
it's
was a
swinging
flying floor
again.
for Matt.
That was a floor for Christian.
That's one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I almost went over.
Matt was floored. Christian
So you can
wins.
really do a couple of things here. You can investigate the explosions that are happening inside the dance floor, or you can get yourself to the front of the line and figure out why everybody in the entire club who's not dancing or catching on fire wants to go to the women's bathroom.
Speaking of, are they out? Did I successfully put them out?
Yeah, you gave it with that roll. They actually get a defense roll because you are a giant fish man. Whether or not they are on fire, they are also high as fuck. So, they think they might be hallucinating you, and they might try to defend themselves. That's the wrong die. Wow, they were almost really, really good at fighting for no reason at all. You got a 14. Yeah, they're gonna take damage from it, obviously, because you are using a person to beat another person.
A secret needs a magical item. Hashtag aspect of an Atlantean celery stick of invisibility.
You have an Atlantean celery stick of invisibility now.
That's cool.
You wonder why I miss these long sections here, Chad. Why I disappear for weeks at a time.
Yes, that's why.
That's fantastic.
This calls for some celery.
Indeed,
Actually, what
it
is the
does.
Latin root of
The person that you grabbed initially goes out from being on fire almost immediately just because you're so wet. The other person on fire that you knocked around with the person that you were holding
You have to differentiate.
takes the moderate condition. In addition to the moderate condition they already had of on fire, they also take the moderate condition of pretty much unconscious.
You're welcome!
Zila, you wanted to use your voice in order to either convince them or push them back from the line. Tell me how you go about this.
Yeah, tell me how I go about this. I use one of my stunts. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Okay. Help me out, friends.
So-
What do I do?
So choose an approach and one of your skills and figure out what you want your voice to do to them.
Yeah.
Quickly. I want to quickly. One of my skills.
I would use
Yeah,
that one.
Oh, my
An approach and a
fringe.
discipline.
Yeah. Approach a discipline. Throw in your stun if it applies.
Okay, that's cool. So this crowd control.
Yeah.
Do it.
Everyone
Crowd
in the
control
room
is
can hear
good.
me. I gain a +2 when I quickly create emotion-based advantages using my Fae powers.
Okay, so you want to use quickly.
Yes.
Oh, right, you're
Yeah.
Fae. I shouldn't trust you.
Grab a
What? We're
D10
both
for the
Fae, right?
No, I'm not. I'm a human. You captured
What was that?
D10 for the Fae.
That's fine.
10 for the Fae.
I'm just
If
hanging
you want
out.
to use one of your aspects, you can grab another d6.
Right.
If you spend our
Okay, yes.
faith die.
So which one of your aspects are you going to invoke?
Insatiable thirst for knowledge.
Nice.
That's which one?
Because you have to know what's at the front of that line.
Yeah.
I love it.
I just gotta know.
You could also offer them donuts since you have those available,
Or a wall of corgis.
or a wall of corgis.
Hashtag outside Brandon to the great OD because who else would be better to control this game? Again, then him. I'm hoping Matt will really hate it. Because they said I could, and because you said this place was hip Christian, and because people are combusting. Hashtag aspect the roof. The roof is on fire. No, seriously, I see myself out.
I rolled a
You do
21.
that.
Thank you.
So wait, the
21.
holy guacamole.
Okay.
Is that a new outside that's being hatched by Mr. OD?
The roof is on fire.
Oh god, the roof is on fire.
Good thing we have a fire truck.
Exactly.
Can't you just like spray water at it?
So do you talk to them as a group, or are you getting them individually to move?
As a group, they can all hear me. All the
Okay,
people in the line.
so you're basically just trying to convince them all to basically move back.
Yes.
And you're very demure about it. You gotta go up to the front of the line, and like you really have to go at first, and finally you realize that that line is gonna be at least an hour.
Oh god.
And you don't normally like to do this, especially in public places, but these people they're high. These people are so high, and there's explosions now, and someone has caught the roof on fire. So you decide to give them a quick shout.
Oh, a shout.
It's a little shout, kind of a
Let it all out.
kind of an everybody move, like Fezzik from the from the Princess Bride.
Just like that.
Yeah, well, yeah, except obviously with more dulcet tones you are after all a
Everybody
supernatural.
move.
Everybody move.
Yeah, like that.
And
Please.
you roll. Yeah, you open your mouth and you don't expect it because you're trying to stay calm, but big crowds, people on fire, and nobody seems to care one way or the other. So maybe you raise your voice a little, and maybe you shove the entire line back about 15 feet. Off their feet. Most of them have kind of fallen like dominoes.
But they don't mind, right?
They don't seem to. They're just kind of like laying and snuggling into each other, except for the one dude about 5 rows, like 5 people back, who just really did have to pee and was in the line for the wrong bathroom because he was drunk.
Well, he might have.
He thinks he's getting some now, so maybe he's all right.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he was.
He no longer needs to
sweating
go
it
to the
out.
bathroom.
He no longer needs to go to the bathroom. Person
good
number
now.
4. Yeah, so
Great.
just a little forcefully you shout like, "Hey, can I get by?" And they just fly back.
Perfect.
The bathroom is open.
The bathroom's open now. First.
So your entire chapter makes their way into the ladies' room.
I'll stay outside with my knives to make sure no one comes in.
Okay, the child whips out a couple of knives
To guard the door. So you guys
to guard the door.
She's not a child, everyone. She's like 1,000
with the
years old.
little girl with the fire truck hanging from her belt.
Please put me on the floor.
I will. I'll put the fragging wagon on the
Takes
floor.
the fire truck off her belt, sets it down, not taking her eyes off of anyone or anything, pulls out a couple of kukri, and is staring down the entire club, who don't seem to notice or care.
Still.
Pop! There's another flash of light from inside the dance floor, and another cheer. Woo!
I imagine you're just doing like circles around my feet or something.
Why would you think
I
that?
don't know.
Who has perception-based abilities? Anyone? Silent Jim. Would you care to try and figure out what the heck is going on outside the bathroom as you walk in?
Certainly. I will sneakily weave through the shadows and use my covert ops. And since I have an unconventional
That is so messed up, dude. Okay, go ahead.
I have an unconventional relationship with reality, so I think I'm going to a lot of information out of that using my approach. And no, that's not going to work.
You just hop forward to watch this later.
Right.
Watch the stream.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, that is a 12.
Okay, that's actually more than enough to let you know that, sure enough, every once in a while, one of these kids on the dance floor is going up in flames. Combusting.
Okay, so
Don't just stand, combust,
do I see
move.
wide? Are they like...
You don't, like, they seem to be having a good time, they're dancing around, then they start shaking,
Yeah,
then they explode.
Combust.
Okay.
Get it.
Combust.
I get it.
Combust.
Puff of smoke,
Okay.
everybody cheers.
And the roof's on fire.
And the roof is on fire.
Does it look like it's going to be a bad thing? Like, are we all going to be in fire?
You're not sure yet. It's small. It's like one little like tile is on fire, and it's not near any of the sprinklers. It could spread. It's fire. It's been known to go where it's not wanted in the past. Your relationship with fire is kind of a rocky one, as you may well know.
Right.
So we're
You really want to chime in right about now, Fraggin' Wagon, but you're irresistibly drawn to, when you speak your actions to me, to speak them all in hip-hop format. You now have to rap all of your future actions. I think Chris did it. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, there's less than an hour left. You're fine. Okay, maybe. That's okay.
I'm so very sorry.
Do you need some paper to write your raps of hatred down?
A lot of doom just forebode me. Fuck you, Chris Ode.
Well, at least he's in the spirit of it.
Literally why.
Here,
This is happening.
take some paper to write your raps of evil and pain.
So this is just communicating with the team. I have to rap now.
Just to me. I'm going to say
to you.
just to me. You can talk to the team normally. We can't really change your character per se.
On that note, is the fire truck functional as a fire truck?
It does have a little hose, if that's what you're asking.
I would like to fling it towards the burning tile so he can put it out.
Fling it with this tiny hose. Sorry, I said that out loud, everyone.
You can defend against that if you would like.
No, it's fine. This will work because I've got hose in different area codes.
Oh, like
Nice. Good.
No,
Good.
it wasn't.
hoses?
That was terrible.
That was really bad. That was really bad.
That was
I'll ease
awful.
up and I'll carefully do it instead of...
You're carefully
Forcefully
tossing the
moving it.
fire truck.
Oh, that's not good.
Ooh.
I can reroll that. Take a demon die.
Yes, do that.
oh, that's another one.
So
Take a demon die.
well, just two then?
There we go. That's more like it. 11.
11. It's a ceiling. You have to get it to land in the right spot. It's on the ceiling. I mean, where's it gonna
Gotta
land?
get him in the vicinity.
The
It's
vicinity.
up to him at this.
2, right?
I'm always there.
Silent Jim just comes out of the stall.
Yeah.
He was already in there.
Oh, good, you're here. Hello.
Oh, fantastic.
The stalls seem to all be empty, and there is only an old lady kind of doing her lipstick
Are you
in
Chad?
front of the mirror.
Chad?
What you need, sweetie? Looking for the good stuff?
Yeah, will you tell me about it? What does it do?
That'll be 60.
Well, what is it?
She holds up a little baggie with some little pink pills, and there's 6 of them in this little baggie, all kind of individually wrapped.
What do those do?
It's roulette, sweetie. It's the newest thing. Don't you like it?
Oh.
I thought that's why you were here. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I that is why I'm here. I was just
60.
curious about it. What do you think, Silent Jim? Do you think we should do this right now?
Silent Jim, who is now in the bathroom and standing on the opposite side of the old lady.
I would like to covertly remove all of the roulette on her body.
Okay. She's still holding up the one baggie. Are you trying to get that too?
Yeah, I do.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Hashtag skill of the DM's choice.
Oh, nice.
What is that?
Skill of the DM's
You get
choice.
to make up your own, I guess.
Noise. All right. I'll take it.
Okay. All right, so that will be a sneaky covert ops.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And I have an unconventional relationship with reality. I'll use my last faith die. And I'll use all 3 demon dice.
Oh, my
Jesus.
goodness.
Welcome to Silent Jim.
Oh, Silent Jim.
No ones.
Good.
All right, 10, 16, 26, 26 total, yes. 26 is my final number.
And she's going to cleverly use her covert ops to defend.
Okay,
And what'd you get? 26?
26.
Well, I only got a 9. So I think I'll use these 6 demon dice
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
just to start.
Just a 6 just to start with. 'Cause
Just
he's
to
got a
start with.
million.
Now, 1s are bad for me too, yeah?
Sure.
Okay.
They're all ones.
if only. This is 9. There's 19. So I got 29 altogether.
Okay.
So you start like fleecing her, and you got like maybe a handful of these things, and she's still doing her lipstick, and she just sets it down, holding up the bag still, and just reaches out and grabs them all back out of your hand and starts shoving them back in her pockets. 60.
Okay.
You're next. She looks over at you.
Yeah. So I'll take it. Chad. Can I have all of them?
Huh?
Do you have that
Oh,
much
you want
money?
all of them?
Yeah. Can I use my voice here? This is my
Oh, you might.
powerful,
Yeah. Why don't you give it? Why don't you
powerful
try
voice
using your voice?
Yeah.
to ask for them nicely?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we do the same thing that we just did, or do we create something new because?
Yeah. I mean, you might be
don't
trying to
have-
approach this differently. Maybe you're trying to be more careful or clever about it.
Definitely more careful. Careful. Okay.
Social engineering would be, I think, the
Okay.
Or the Fae thing.
or the
Yeah.
Fae thing. Yeah. Either
that,
one.
That one.
That one.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that all, or do I need to use one of these?
You don't have to, but they are
It helps.
available for you to do. Yeah.
Okay.
want a high roll.
And that's one of these.
Yeah.
She is unnaturally quick. You did notice that.
Lilting lyricist with a voice to die for. I'll use that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Use your dulcet tones.
11.
11. Would you like to use a demon die to try and bring that up to 15 or 2?
Yeah. Yeah, I will.
You can roll them one at a time.
Okay. Oh, I rolled a 1. God.
Okay, okay.
that's not good.
That'll bring you to 12, but
Okay.
there'll be a complication attached. You want to roll another one?
I'm gonna roll just these 2.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Right here.
As long as they're not both ones, you'll be fine.
Right. They're not. It's 9 total.
All right.
Oh, he just got 3 more demon dice.
I did. Thank you for reminding me. I really like these things. They're great. It's like I don't have to fudge rolls anymore at all.
Yeah.
This is so freeing.
You're welcome.
Oh my! All
This
right.
is what we're here to do. Explore why
Yeah.
they were exploding.
Explore,
This
yeah,
is literally
explore why they were exploding, and you basically are trying to convince her to give her all your stuff, and you start to, as you start to plead towards her. Again, your voice can't help itself sometimes. It's melodic. It's beautiful. It makes her very, very, very sleepy.
Oh no.
Oh, nice.
You begin to kind of under your breath as you're talking to her, hum the theme song from NCIS, which, as you know, puts all old people to sleep.
Sure does.
And she legit dozes off with her head first into the sink.
Poor hashtag demon. I think this is canon.
Oh, there we go.
It certainly is. Congratulations.
Oh,
So someone is also getting this beautiful cool book.
Leatherbound Demon Hunters, a comedy of terrors.
Yeah.
I'm jealous. Because the one I
Note
got
to
looks like
self.
this, which you can get at a drive-through RPG.
Yeah. Demon monkeys don't like bananas. There's a
yeah.
note on here.
It's got some great tips that are
Yeah.
not
Oh
available
my
in the
gosh,
regular.
So funny.
Woo! All right, so we have to
she's
take this
asleep.
seriously from now on because this is real now.
Okay.
This is all really happening in the Demon Hunters universe.
So she's asleep with her face in the sink.
She's asleep with her face in the sink.
Okay.
What
But
do these do?
this drops down, and you, at this point, can fleece her, and you have a whole handful of these.
One of them will make you pop.
I take one.
You take one.
Roulette.
I would like you to
Playing the
roll a
game.
d6, please.
Playing the
Okay.
game.
4.
4. Okay, you now have the condition tripping balls.
Oh, what level of condition is that?
I believe it's just a light condition right now.
Okay.
You're an
Yeah.
interesting guy, Silent Jim.
But you are tripping balls.
Tripping balls.
Yep, colors are brighter. You can smell sound now. For some reason, you find the movie version of Pink Floyd's The Wall to be very entertaining.
This is great. I pop another one.
Roll 1d6.
Can I hold those?
3.
Hold them.
3. Now you are seriously fucking tripping balls.
I want the bags of them on my person.
Do you take the bags from him?
Yeah, I want them. Can I have them?
Okay, so
You can have them. I'm
Oh,
good.
thank you. I'm just gonna keep them.
I'm gonna go pee on the cat.
There's no cat, but we can say you did.
he
Or
begins
you know the
unzipping
cat.
and relieving himself on the old lady who's drowning in the sink next to you.
I angle his body
And saying,
towards the
good
sink.
kitty, good kitty.
Summon a hashtag aspect, the story of Toby and Bracken and unrequited love. This is canon, right?
Toey and Fraggin in unrequited love. Aw, Toey's in love with Fraggin.
Of course he is. Have you met Fraggin? He is so sweet.
He's pretty sultry.
He's a hero.
He's-
I angle his body towards the other sink so that at least
there you go.
at least he's
Oh.
the kitty is fine. So just
Yes,
I decided to walk out of the bathroom on the ceiling.
Please.
okay. And,
I follow, trying to guide you.
okay.
Yes. I don't want to lose you.
Those of you who are waiting outside, after a few minutes, Zila comes back out with like stuffing some things, and she's kind of giving you the nod. Behind her comes Silent Jim walking on his hands and talking about how weird the ceiling is.
While they're
He's tripping balls, you guys. Sorry.
While they're distracted, I think it's time to let Fly shoot some water in the sky. Gonna try douse the roof, yo, before the people fry.
All right.
Yeah, little fire trap.
Thank you for going along with the spirit of this challenge.
14.
14 is just about enough. I'm calling it good from where you are. Yeah, that was an average task, 15 feet, and you managed to wrap it to me. And since you did such a nice job, I'm giving you a new faith die. There you go, buddy. That's yours to use however you like.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing something awesome.
That was amazing. So the
I have
roof
to
is
keep
no longer
doing
on
it?
fire.
Dragon Wagon spits hot fire.
So the drug
Made
dealer's
it
in the
worse.
bathroom, asleep. Okay, should we? It occurs to me, should we bring her with us?
I'll just. Oh, bring her with us.
I mean, that way, no.
I could just.
information.
How about
She
we
smells
just?
like
How
your
about we
own.
just summon the wall of corgis to block off the bathroom door?
Which will be canon. Thank you, chat.
What an
Thank you,
appropriate
chat, for the
time.
wall of corgis being canon.
I began laughing uncontrollably.
Because who would?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll just block the door, bathroom door with the wall of corgis.
Silent Jim begins screaming at the top of his lungs. It's only after about the first 30 seconds when he gets to the second ha in the ha-ha that he was trying that you realize he is in fact laughing.
Like the sloth. Is it joking?
Well, yeah. Do you guys want me to do the wall of corgi? Okay, we're gonna block off the bathroom with the aspect wall of corgis.
You did not wait for confirmation. You said, you guys want me to do
I
this?
sort of nodded, but I,
Vanessa nodded, so I took it as a yes.
as one of the women. Let's put the Nickelback CD in our back pocket. No, I mean if that's what we all
The
want
quantum Nickelback.
to do. The quantum Nickelback CD.
We don't have to block her off, but if we don't want anyone else to take this drug,
Well, that's a bunch of corgi butts.
Well,
That's,
she just has the information. We have the drug.
I knew
we
that
have
was
the
there. I
roulette
didn't know that was
drug.
there.
We have the roulette drug, but we don't have any information quite. So she's leaving her there.
You're
No,
confused.
no, Silent Jim, I got it. I take it. I want to take it.
Do you have a sample that can fold onto my gargle?
You've got
This
more.
is what will happen.
You've got more in your coat.
Yeah.
Doc, I want one.
I want to see what this does.
I don't want
Roll
one.
1d6.
These are the things that could pop you. These are the things, you guys.
4.
I want one. Elizabeth.
Silent Jim falls over, but he still appears to be walking. And he's lying flat on the ground.
I'm gonna take one.
Why though? You might explode.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and take one.
4.
You now have the you are now tripping balls.
I am
Yes.
uncomfortably moist and tripping balls.
Yes.
So team leader is down.
no-
Activate
nothing.
team leader extraction protocol. Drop from the ceiling into the van. Turn into Chibi-chan, pick him up, put him inside the van, turn into the van, and then sneak. Using combination sneaky and covert ops out the back.
All right. I'm going to let you figure out how you want to say that to me in a rhyming fashion.
Oh, he's gotta continue it?
I have to enforce this rule. It's right here. I'm so sorry.
So fish stick. What?
But in the meantime, go ahead and roll it because I think that's a great idea.
I do too.
10.
I mean, that's an average roll. That's average. That's a demon die.
12.
No, he's used 3 of them.
Whew, so okay.
Faye?
14.
Oh, we're so close.
15.
Is that a 1?
Yeah.
Oh.
These don't refresh, do they?
No, those don't. But those demon die, those are mine.
Oh.
So, what do you do?
So, hey, remember that cool thing I said? Do it, bitch.
That's rap.
Yeah.
I'm counting that as rap.
I'm out.
Word to my mother.
Her name is Nancy, and she's delightful.
So, say the whole action again.
Okay, so detach from the catwalk, land, turn into Chibi-chan, the Chibi-chan robot,
Everybody cheers.
remove the Chris Odie bobblehead,
Okay.
scoop up the team leader, put him inside the Chibi-chan robot, turn into the van, and then sneak out the back as the van.
I take the Chris Odie bobblehead.
Why would you do that?
Because it's Chris Odie.
It's cute. It's super adorable.
I'm just gonna keep
You know,
it.
It's like
dad
a
jokes.
strategically shaved hedgehog.
I'll just keep it in my backpack. No big deal.
No big deal at all.
Upon noticing that our
So you're
leader.
sneaking at the. All right, so
One wheel at a time.
Chibi-chan takes.
The unconscious Silent Jim, because this is the leader is
Who's still
incapacitated
walking.
extraction.
He opens up the cockpit, throws Silent Jim into basically what would be the driver's seat on his torso. Turns back into a van suddenly, gets up on his hind wheels, and starts doing this
Sneakily.
through the club, which, amazingly, nobody seems to notice, except for you.
Upon seeing that our leader is being removed, also tripping balls, seeing the van going, I'm going to summon my demon bunny and sneakily ride it out behind the sneaking van.
All right.
So I will sneakily take out my bunny.
Imagine the old cartoon sound, the xylophone note over and over again.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Oh god, please. Oh god. That's so bad. Screw it. All 3 demon dice. Yes! Okay, 11, 12 plus 3, 15.
Oh, 3 demon dice. That's all I heard.
So I'm riding behind.
15 is good, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm riding the demon bunny.
You quickly, using your arcane knowledge and from your time in the Feywild, take your knife and stab it down the ground to draw a quick summoning circle. You say a few horrible words in a mix of Aramaic, Latin, and Draconic, and before you know it, a giant 9-foot-tall flaming bunny appears. Which you jump on the back of.
Yes.
Now you are no longer moist, but you are uncomfortably burning. And begin. And as soon as they see the flames, of course, all the people in the club
longer moist. Excellent.
As you in the van
Sneak out.
try to sneak towards the back door, which you have figured out doesn't exist.
I make one.
She sees it. You do not. It's like, that is not a real fire escape.
Can I make?
What you see is it actually the door that said exit on it as you somehow open it with your no thumbs or hands is a staircase leading up.
I dive through the windshield. Because I am familiar with Showdown in Little Tokyo.
Okay, yeah, and you've seen this stunt done.
I've seen this done before. I am not going to carefully. I am going to flashily.
Yeah, you are.
Fuck it. Silent Gem. I'm going to use my Silent Gem.
Okay.
To dive through. And that. And yeah. That's a 1, 8, 9. You get a demon die. 8. So 16.
Ooh.
17.
16. Okay. Jim's moving around a lot. And he starts, kicking at the windshield a little bit. You can defend because you're going to take damage if he goes through.
Those are my eyes.
Exactly. So if you'd like to make a defense roll, now would be the time to do that.
And I do that.
Approach and discipline.
Oh,
It's just like every other
Yeah.
action.
Yep.
okay. Quick
I will give you
and fringe cipher van.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fringe Cipher Van. That's very good.
I floor it and hit the brakes. That's a 6.
That is a 6.
I'm not giving you any more dice.
Oh no, you don't have to. I'll use some of my own. I just think it would be funny. But no more than that.
That was
But
a
he
lot
didn't
of
roll
dice.
great. He didn't roll great. 4, 6. So 16 is probably not enough. Oh wait, no, you got 15.
17.
You got 17. All right. All right. Your windshield begins to crack, so you take cracked windshield as a minor condition.
I have no.
1974 Ford Econoline vans did not come equipped with airbags. This is a well-known fact.
Indeed.
But Cooter just really thought that you needed one. So you throw yourself at this thing and you just barely tap the steering wheel as you go by. But it's enough to launch you all the way to the back of the van. Right as he lurches forward after the braking and throws you all the way to the front of the van, which makes you hit the windshield hard enough to crack it.
Oh.
However, you are still inside Matt's character.
I take another pill.
Please return.
Roll 1d6.
Please return to your seat.
Fuck it. 1.
You burst into flames and die instantly.
God. Thanks, Tyler.
That's how roulette works, folks. You figured it out through trial and error. You know now that every time you take one, you have a 1 in 6 chance of spontaneously combusting.
Oh,
I
great.
think he knew that already, though. I think we all. Right?
We didn't know for sure, but now, thanks to his
Not
noble
silent.
sacrifice.
There's just like a little bit of smoke coming out of the
Oh,
or
your
does it
interior is fucked.
There's gonna be pissed.
Oh yeah, that smell getting out of there. That's gonna be. It covers up the fish stick a little bit.
I shake my head watching things, thinking this was
You are
not worth a clean house.
You are so glad that you are not in this chapter. Like you thought you had
Straight
it bad
man.
traveling around with a bunch of prima donna musicians, but like this is so much worse than that.
But now I have so much material to write songs about.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This
this epic.
you feel the angst.
This epic song.
So what you've done, other than make
write
a
later.
slight spectacle of yourself, incidentally, the flash from inside the van happens. Everybody looks over at the van. It says, "Woo!" Oh.
Leader extraction protocol failed.
But you have found stairs.
It's okay.
Stairs
We tried
leading-
Dragon Wagon.
Oh.
Did try.
I hate that name.
You don't know what's up there since you haven't really questioned anybody.
we asked them where the
You
drugs
put to
were.
sleep an almost drowned old lady. You found where the drugs were.
It took a lot of them.
So yeah, Jim's 4 questions that he asked were.
Because I exist outside of time once per game session, I can die in some horrible fashion instead of taking a number of hits, and then come back in the next scene healed of all conditions.
All right. Well,
Well, that's
unfortunately, the
lucky.
next scene does not take place until you move on from this scene.
Yes.
And you've got a couple of options. You can leave and hope that this just fixes itself.
Oh, we're not going anywhere.
Oh no, we're not. Because you took an oath. And although you may not remember the exact words to that oath, and nobody that you know really knows what that oath was, you get paid for this job. And if you don't do it, they cancel your insurance.
So, Fishstick, who has been entranced by the tribal rhythms and has been out gyrating on the dance floor, sees Jim go up in smoke. He runs over, throws open the back of the van, grabs handfuls of ash, and just screams to the heavens.
Oh, no! It's like Merman from the Masters of the Universe cartoon. It's all that.
Well, we could.
There's a sudden draft as a superhumanly strong half man, half mer tears open your back end, sweeps all of what used to be the chapter leader out.
We won't
He
tell
grabs
Toad.
handfuls of it and screams. Now you have Jim all over your hands. It's not going away because your hands are moist. You just have like sticky, sooty hands.
All right.
She could use. Well, one option is that we could, as the women who have the Nickelback CD,
You can end this party real quick.
you with your voice could threaten them, or at least tell them that if they don't tell us more information, that we will put in the Nickelback CD, and that's all that will play.
Totally. Who would be?
If anybody can be convincing, I would say it'd probably
But like,
be you.
I don't think you ask. I think you just
The people in the club?
I think let everyone there, because maybe someone.
Now there is a DJ booth up by the catwalk where Matt's little fire truck was.
Yeah, that sounds. That's where we'll threaten.
So if I had the CD, I will give it to you. Or if you already had it, you're
if
good
I
to
have
go.
it. We don't know.
We don't
We'll
know.
find out.
because we're just
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Where the women are hiding the Nickelback CD.
It's just a short. It's just a short walk up the stairs, to right next to where you're standing.
To tell the people in the club who are dancing and tripping balls.
Just everyone. I'd say everyone in the club. Or everyone.
I could do that.
Yeah, and if you got to the
My voice
microphone,
can do
you could
that.
get a bonus to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. We're gonna go over there. I'm gonna reach into my back pocket to see if I am the one with the Nickelback.
Ooh, you may very well be.
woman.
Let's see. Evens you are, odds you are not. I say you are.
Oh, okay. I have the Nickelback CD.
So yeah, they have to tell us.
So you go up to the DJ
Tell us
booth.
what they know.
Shove the DJ out of the way, or ask him if he can use the
I'll ask him
microphone.
to move over. I assume he does.
He looks over and he's like, well, okay. Yeah, all right,
Thanks.
yeah. He still does this, though, the whole time. He can't stop.
Like, don't stop dancing. I say that. I sing that to him. To
Don't
make
stop.
him feel comforted.
And he doesn't.
Perfect. All right, everybody. I guess this would count as being in front of a crowd.
Oh, very much so.
No longer like, oh, what am I gonna do? Okay, I have the Nickelback CD.
I'm afraid to use it.
If you can hear me, look at it.
The music stops. It went from a solid.
I move it around to see if their eyes and heads are following.
They are. They're entranced
Yeah.
by the Nickelback
Look
CD.
at this Nickelback CD.
They look uncertain, like they don't know what's going to happen.
Okay.
Nobody stopped the music. That is the natural
The
reaction
natural reaction.
of a turntable
Yeah.
to the presence
The
of
DJ's
Nickelback.
still doing this. He doesn't even know. The music.
I will put this CD in this CD player right here. If you do not, someone in this room has to reveal themselves as the one who is pushing the. I hold up a baggie. The roulette.
Or knows anything about it.
There's a collective
Or-
gasp.
Or knows anything about it.
There's a collective gasp. Somebody in the back goes, "She's bluffing! She won't do it!"
I open the jewel case.
There's another collective gasp. "She's crazy! She'll kill us all!"
I point to the lyrics.
For God's sake, somebody please tell her what she wants to know!
Thank you. Oh, I will take it out of the case.
When people are very, very high, their emotions switch very, very quickly. These people who are dancing and grinding on each other and occasionally catching on fire only moments before are now sobbing and writhing together and occasionally still exploding and catching on fire. To which everybody kind of goes,
Oh gosh. Okay. I go towards the CD itself to pop it out.
"Oh, okay. What do you want us to say? What do you want us to do?"
It's popped out and I put it on my finger.
Okay, everybody calm down.
I know someone can hear me.
Someone who has information. There has to be someone in the fucking club.
The manager walks up. "All right, miss. Please don't do anything rash. What do you want to know?"
I want to know what these are and where they came from.
"Those are Nickelback CDs. They're the greatest bane of our entire culture."
Can I laugh sarcastically in such a way that my voice like smacks him across the face for being
Yes.
condescending?
Oh yes, absolutely.
You can attack
love
with
it.
your voice.
You can attack
absolutely.
with your voice, absolutely. So,
Ah!
give me a
A roll here.
yeah, give me a roll.
Okay.
Sneak attack voice.
It's a sneaky voice attack.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Okay, I got this one.
And your D10
And
for
my
your
D10.
Fae.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm. Oh, but I have one more of these.
Yeah.
Okay. I rolled a 7. Not so good.
Not so good.
I rolled a 7 here.
You do have those 3 demon die you could use.
What time is it here? Yeah, let's go for it.
You might as well.
Ooh, hey, that helped a lot. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Good.
Plus 7.
20.
This is Nickelback. We have feelings, you know. Please stop making us sad and killing us. Thanks, #demon.
Thank you, Nickelback.
Proving
I never
they
thought I'd say
are
those words.
The worst.
No, Nickelback. No. Keep making the joke.
So you were able to slap him? Okay.
She got
Yeah,
a 20.
He was really condescending.
He was really kind of saying, he's like, haha, and she says, haha, back to him, and he goes,
Yeah.
Yeah. How does that feel?
Just give me the answer to the question I asked, please.
"All right, what do you want to know? The drugs? There's an old lady in the bathroom. She sells them."
Right. I'm fully aware of her. She's asleep. She's asleep right now.
"Oh, she's nappy. Yeah, she gets very tired very quickly."
Yeah. Yeah, is that it? That's all you know. Just her.
"About her? Yeah, that's it." Don't play the Nickelback.
Okay, what else? That's okay. Anyone else? Anyone else know more about her?
She's old.
Well, I guess we have to talk to her, you guys. I opened the CD player and put it on.
There's a
Chad!
there's a collective. Wait, no, the boss is upstairs.
The boss is upstairs.
Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I take my finger away from the CD.
You're welcome. Thank you for not. And he explodes in flames.
That's how he lived. I put it back in the case and put it back in my back pocket.
Yeah.
Maybe later you might have it.
Maybe. We don't know.
I feel like we should take her with us up there. Chad.
The problem is we walled her in with a wall of corgis.
Yeah.
Did
there-
you? Oh, I thought we didn't do that. We did.
I said it very loudly because you shook your head yes, and I was like, Vanessa agrees. That means it's a good idea.
It really happened.
There's a wall of corgis in between. It's only a wall. It's only a wall of corgis.
I got
Remove
this.
one.
These are small. These are small, short-legged dogs. You could move them.
I take out my
They
techno
may
trident.
even be. You take out what?
And my techno trident.
No.
And I just charge that wall.
Charging the wall of corgis.
There's only one.
Tell me how you do it.
Capri Sun.
Are you being forceful?
First, I crack off the spray guns at the bar, wet it down real good.
Okay.
Get a nice sliding start. Kind of slip and slide my way forward. Trident first.
Oh my god.
So I think that counts as a, let's go forceful. Atlantean. Better where it's wetter.
Absolutely,
And
better
3
where it's
demon
wetter.
dice.
Oh my god.
And all the demon dice?
All of the demon dice.
I love it when you say
One
that.
of them is a 1.
Uh-oh.
24.
Here at Nickel Grass and have enjoyed making care out of making the same song over and over again. We really need to send that hashtag demon a thank you card for that.
Wait, you guys gave us the CD.
Got with that Degrado he laid down.
What?
Sorry, I thought it was over.
What was the end of that?
I'm looking.
No, I thought it was over
Oh, there's
too.
a demon die. That's great. I love
Yeah.
those things.
So 26 damage to the wall of corgis.
Holy crap. Well, the corgis get a defense. They are going to use the Wall of Corgis aspect in their favor since they are the Wall of Corgis. And they're going to use Nobody Respects Aquaman against you because it's laughable.
Yes.
And other than that, they're just going to hope for the best. Because you did roll a 1 on that, right?
On a demon die.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, good. So we're going to roll these and hope I can beat a 26 with these 4 little dice. Mathematically, it's possible. So there's 13. There's 22.
Badass corgis.
Those are badass
They put
corgis.
up a fight.
Yeah, they did. They put up a fight. But they did take some damage. The bottommost corgi, you did that. It's
been fun.
Well,
Thanks,
that
everybody.
was probably the most exciting 2 minutes of footage that we will ever see on this show. Amazing. No, I'm just messing with you. We waited for you.
We did.
We love you, chat.
Again, we, plural.
Well, you know, Nickel Grass does have a good point. They are the Pillsbury Doughboy of Grunge Rock, aka Chris Gaines. So there's that hashtag demon.
Why are you picking on Garth Brooks, yo? That's not cool.
All of the demon dice.
All of the demon
So many
dice.
Demon dice.
Okay, so I say we just grab Chad, right?
grab Chad.
And we go up the stairs.
I love it.
Okay, you head up the stairs.
Great.
Right. Would you like to get into the van so I can drive you up the stairs?
Yeah, probably should.
That's a great idea.
Then we can put Chad
Because
in vans.
the door would have
this
been
is a
locked, but I
van-sized
will allow
door
you to try
in
and
stairwell.
unlock the door using your van.
Okay. I will use forceful and van.
That seems like 2 good ways to do it. Isn't one of your special abilities
And in fact,
related to
van
that?
go, because 4 wheels be 2 legs, I gain +2 when I quickly overcome obstacles using my superior speed.
Well, this is a locked door. You can quickly overcome that by stepping on the gas if you'd like.
All right, I will step on that gas,
it.
so that will bump this up to... That's a 3.
Ooh.
So let's use some demon dice. Taking it to 9. And the 5th die makes it 15.
Ooh. The door has the aspect of locked and guarded. But a 5 total is just not going to help anybody at all on that end of the door. As the door flies off the hinges and you go through, the door flying end over end as a man standing in the middle of the room with an open shirt looking very, very evil and suddenly very confused as a door is flying toward him. The door going end over end would be weird enough, except from your vantage point inside the van, the 3rd time the door flips over end, you see Silent Jim riding on top of it. Like a surfboard, as though he has appeared out of nowhere.
Oh, hey.
Does the door hit him?
Well, we're about to find out. Would anybody like to help the door hit him?
Yes, I would.
Anybody is allowed to assist in any way that their character is able to, whether that be with a forceful voice push, super strength, riding the door that they're on, or being the van. You can also
Could be the van.
Yeah.
think of something.
Simply seeing
He
that he is
typed at
alive,
2:30 this afternoon.
I hold my ashy hands to the sky and scream, yes!
That's good.
So I'm going to use the discipline Road Rage Simulation activated.
Road rage simulation activated. Road rage simulation activated.
So I'm going to flashily use Silent Jim. Does this count as boating? Am I like surfing?
Surfing and boating can be used with the same skill. So I'm
Okay.
going to say yes.
I'm going to use my boating
Absolutely.
skill on that. And all 3 demon dice.
Yes, man.
Oh crap! I get 2 ones on my dice, so I'm going to re-roll those. You get 2 more demon dice.
Wonderful.
And okay, so that's a 10, 24.
24. Okay. Is anybody else assisting?
Please do.
Yeah, so. Oh, you're doing yours?
I'm still being a van.
Yeah,
So-
you just drove like 55 miles an hour up a stairway and into a door. That was your attack roll, really, for all intents and purposes.
What else do we have in this room?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because you, being a fishman, will immediately notice the large wall aquarium holding many predatory fish. Everything from manta rays to sharks are swimming around in this thing.
All right.
And for some reason, like a lady with a scuba mask on who's just trying to be sexy in a really inappropriate time.
All right. I'm going to use my powers and my Atlantean magics. And
You don't have to put
You mean your
Atlantean
ability
in
to
front
talk to
of it.
fish?
exactly.
Okay.
I want to call it that. I'm going to kind of channel the water underneath the door, turning it into a surfboard.
Cool.
And that wave will also be filled with all the sea creatures in there. So I got forceful. I'll do my call it a Mystic Arts roll.
Hashtag Ask
Atlantean.
Ghost Dog will now forever watch the actions of the fishman even in his alone.
The ghost dog.
The ghost dog.
My ghost dog now forever.
Is that
You're alone.
like Forrest Whitaker?
Yeah.
I like the even when you're.
A ghost corgi.
I'll use my modestly skilled Mermistic, and I get an additional
I love
D10
That's
from
very
you.
funny.
Oh yeah, and that dog is still stuck on the end of your trident. I'm sorry, that didn't just go
I
away.
get an extra D10 in the presence of a water source as I summon the creatures of the deep to do my bidding. Mm-hmm. Anything I can tag in there? Nah.
This,
All right.
Ooh, nice one.
Yeah, what do I got? Those are 9s. 5.
25.
25 with your 24.
Right.
Okay. Well, this guy's kind of a badass, so I'm going to give him some demon dice to work with. He is going to quickly try and dodge the fuck out of the way. Because there's a door being said, like, oh my god, this is kind of one of those awesome combined superhero attacks that you use to open, like that you use to finish a bad guy off. Not really something you open a scene with. This was a little overkill. I'm not even gonna lie, because he gets 2 8-sided die to roll normally. He's got to basically beat a 49. So no, a 50, I guess, with a 26 and a 24. So I'm gonna give him 5 of these to work with. That seems like a lot. And he just wants to get out of the way. That's all he wants to do.
It's just dodge.
He just wants to get out of the way and live.
Excellent.
That is not going to happen. I'm going to add these up. All right. Yeah. Okay, he's going to have a few conditions. I'll describe what is happening. So the door, flipping end over end, suddenly has a man appearing on top of it who pulls out a couple of guns. If not to shoot, then just to look cool with while he's riding on top of a door. He starts to lose his balance as it goes over again, just as the aquarium full of sharks explodes out from the wall at the summoning of your fishman. And gets itself perfectly under the door. Just, and now he's hanging 10. Now Silent Jim is hanging 10 off the door. this man known as Eel, who's this big, scary, bald dude with an eel tattoo that goes all the way up around his head that moves around magically. He has a scary like brand on his chest, and you're thinking you might have trouble taking this guy out as he smoothly moves out of the way of the door and smiles a little right before the wave comes around and lands the door on top of him, and he gets attacked by about 5 sharks. As the water moves away, there are 5 sharks hanging off of this otherwise very intimidating looking man, and a doorknob kind of indented into his head as this door is hanging off of it, with Silent Jim still kind of hanging under the door looking cool.
Love it.
He has the severe condition of covered in man-eating sharks.
That is a severe condition.
The floor is now slippery, just so you all know.
Okay.
But not moist.
Bleeding out is another one that he has currently on him. And really pissed off eel is the third condition he has, as the eel tattoo that is magically on him begins just running around in confusing patterns all over his body, trying to get away from the fire and the water and the sharks. He looked like he was about to give a speech. But instead, he's just breathing really heavily and bleeding a whole fucking lot. He's going to take his action to try and get one of the damn sharks off of him. Let's see. He's going to be forceful and use combat and tactics. Because why wouldn't he? Let's see. Oh, and he'll even try to fight dirty, since that's something he can do. And you know what? Because he's in such a bad way with all of those, I'm gonna use all of these.
Oh God, all
Good
of them.
time for it.
It is a good time for it.
Oh yeah! All right. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You've got a 2 shot just because you've already exploded yourself once.
Sounds good.
You're 3, so there you go. You get hit in the face with the flying shark as he manages to kick one of them off of him. You can make a defensive roll.
I will make a defensive roll. I will. I don't think I can justify sneakily. I will flashily use my covert ops because I'm,
You're
sneaky
going for
and
dodgy, kind of.
dodgy, yeah. Yeah, I can't do that. And all 3 demon dice.
Yeah.
Well, that's a 1. Okay, 12. Plus 18,
Just to
20.
1750, everybody.
Woo!
Wow.
Yay, Chad!
21, but a 1 on a demon die.
21 with the 1 on a demon die actually means that you only take 1 condition of shark on my face.
Shark on my face.
Shark is mildly on your face.
Yes, the shark is only mildly on your face. That would have been a severe condition, but he tested it all the way down. Because I used a shitload of dice on that. Oh, shark on my face. Okay. He's done this round. That was really all he could do. He still has 4 sharks on him. And he's still wet on a slippery floor.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So, what do y'all do?
We summon the purple ninja.
Somebody say the words.
We're done for, unless
He's done for.
he's done for, unless
The Purple Ninja, the greatest demon hunter of them all.
He's here!
Not really doing anything evil with this. Well, not in this game anyways.
They just threw a bunch of money at us,
Thank
guys.
you.
So,
Thank
thanked him
you.
heavily.
Yes, thank you.
That's
Because
right.
I really want to be a bard.
Yeah. Exploding
That's
bites.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Thank you so
Exploding
much.
guys.
Thank
That's
you.
really awesome.
That's right. We are almost to our original goal today, guys. That is fantastic news. If we can make it, we may have another book to give away from what I've heard from somebody special in chat whose name rhymes with Piss Odie.
Okay, so that's all he's doing. Kicking the shark.
Yeah.
We're jumping it.
He might be jumping the shark.
Yeah.
But no, the purple ninja appears.
Okay.
All right, purple ninja appears.
Yes, through the skylight, even though you are clearly winning this battle.
Yeah, we're all standing around
Like,
looking
you
at
see
it.
all this stuff set up around, there's candles, like there's clearly some kind of ritual happening here. Shit was looking really crazy, but the guy who was doing it is covered in fucking sharks.
Yeah.
I have not entered the room yet.
Because you're still in the van.
No, I'm not in the van.
No?
No, I wasn't in the van.
Everybody got in the
we were
van
all
to go
in
up the
But he's
stairs.
still outside, right? Because he just drove.
Yeah, no, he's just at the door.
Right, so I'm technically not in the scene,
I still can't see that well because my
Okay.
windshield's
right? Because I'm not in the room.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Nobody.
Great. So because I'm so stealthy, you forgot I was there. Once per session, I can appear in a scene I wasn't previously in.
All right.
I would like to appear on top of the purple ninja.
Okay. So the purple ninja crashes through the skylight.
And then I just jump on top of it.
No, you're already on his back. As-
Demon.
Hashtag demon. Yay!
Yay! I needed one of those. Thank you.
You'll be able to bleed to death more efficiently.
So the purple ninja crashes into the skylight with the tiny little girl who disappears, running, obviously going for the flying kick right at the man covered in sharks, who will attempt to dodge the purple ninja's amazing kung fu attack. Poorly. Poorly. The dice are not working super good in my favor. His attack, how does he's a badass, that purple ninja, because he gets to use his ninja-ing die along with his, I'm going to say, flashy die.
Lightning flash.
Yeah, this is not going to end well for,
Someone can cover the rest.
Oh, well, thank
And
you.
my hashtag demon dice all with the faces of innocent murdered or gives you monsters less than 3.
Oh,
It's
yes.
plural. It's monster singular.
In fact,
Show him the
okay, so the purple ninja rolled very well. He got in the 20s. But thanks to these demon die here, I may be able to get him out of it. Oh, yeah. So purple ninja goes ahead, drops in with a flying kick right on Eel, which knocks him back and knocks one of the shark's looses, which flies up in the air.
Shark to the face, still less painful than Nickelback. Hashtag
End over end and falls right on top of the purple ninja's head and snaps shut,
Oh crap.
leaving the purple ninja's headless corpse standing there in a kung fu pose with blood splurting out the top.
And
That's
you're
impossible.
basically
The purple
telling
ninja
me.
never loses.
I know. You guys are shocked and dismayed.
So I was looking at the back of the purple ninja's head, and now I'm looking at a shark face.
You're looking right at a shark face.
I'm gonna stab his eye.
Stabbing the shark's eye.
I will quickly 8, combat 6. I'm gonna use a faith die. Also knives, so many knives. Give me another d6. Why not?
Yeah, it's time.
Woo!
Time to
That's
use 'em.
scrappy. That was I got it.
we love you all. Even Matt, hashtag demon.
That's it, guys. We're at our goal. We made $2 grand today.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Woo!
Okay.
And I got a 16.
And you got a 16. The shark will attempt to dodge. You beat it. It takes a condition of stabbed in the eye.
I know the sharks were helping us. He was right in front. You know, the way that it worked out, it was more of an instinct.
One more attack. Anybody? Anybody got another attack in them?
I would like to.
Yeah, Eel's not dead yet. He's just flailing around with sharks on him, unable to attack you.
I attack Lisbeth for hurting my friend.
Your friend the shark.
I send a bolt of mystic energy towards her.
Okay, go ahead and you roll your attack.
I will defend.
Yes, you will.
I will defend quickly. 8.
Yeah, I'll.
When all that's over, I do want to attack. This grand attack here at the bottom of my sheet.
4.
I'll use that. That's gone.
And I got rolled a 1, so I will take. Oh, that's not how fate runs. No, we're good.
I get to defend, right?
That is how faith dice work. So I will take a faith die. I won't reroll.
Right.
Great. Go ahead and reroll.
I got a 10 for defending.
Go ahead and reroll.
He doesn't have to.
No, I'm not. I'm taking the faith die instead.
Oh, okay, great.
But you get a demon die.
So you're going to take a minor condition,
Well, I got 10 in my defense. Is
Right.
that enough?
and you got what?
I don't remember.
Wasn't it an 11?
Yes, that sounds right.
I think it was.
Yeah. It was an 11.
All right, so you take one small condition of zapped. It didn't hurt. It really didn't. But it was like, oh, okay, yeah, he's a fish guy. I get it. You know, it got the point across. Vanessa, your attack?
With the power from the fairy realm, I would like to cleverly, with my fae powers, perform the rebel yell here because I can.
Okay.
Okay.
That's literally what it says.
Yeah, perform the rebel
Because I
yell.
can wail like a banshee. I can draw upon my heritage to sing an opponent to death.
Give me your roll.
But it comes at a price.
Uh-oh.
Okay, got a 1 in there.
If it's a 1 on a non-demon die, you get to re-roll it if you want, but he gets a demon die.
Oh, and
Actually, with this stunt, you don't need to roll it.
Oh yeah.
No, you take a condition and
He
it
just
gets it.
happens.
Oh, okay.
So what'd you do to him?
He sings him to death, right?
Read the
Yeah.
stunt.
So
I'll read this stuff.
Please read it to me. Yes, I'm
Because
sorry.
I can wail like a banshee once per session. I can draw upon my heritage to sing an opponent to death. I inflict 2 severe conditions, Rebel Yell and Mind-Piercing High Note.
Oh.
And I take a severe condition, Fade Out. But hey, it's the perfect time for it.
It is.
Yes, it
Sing him to
absolutely
death.
is. As he begins screaming as his head is just obviously he can't handle it. He lifts up his arms to cover up his ears, realizing forgetting that there are sharks on them, which start devouring his head. And he is quickly eaten in a blood frenzy by these sharks that are both drowning and sating themselves.
Oh my gosh. What a mess. Glorious,
Now,
beautiful
to this
mess.
moment, to this day, as when you have to report back, you have no idea what the fuck was going on at this place. The drug was. You will find out later was to be used in part of a ritual to summon a fire god to devour the world in flames.
Oh, we
You don't find out this out for about a week. Mostly they just think you fucked up a club until the test results come back on the drugs. But your mission was successful, and, Simon gets all the credit for it. Congratulations. You've all mostly lived. And put a place out of business and watched a bunch of people explode. But such is the life of a demon hunter.
Indeed.
That's right.
No overtime this week. Sorry, guys. And thank you all for joining us on Demon Hunters, a comedy of terrors. That's right, we're going to give away one more book.
Also-
Thanks for helping us reach our goal today.
Yeah, and if you want to get this for yourself, it's on Dead
Dead Market, right? Check it out. You got t-shirts, we got games, we got everything there that you saw here today, with the exception of actors, which come a little more cheaply than some of the t-shirts. What?
That's a fact, actually.
I work for peanuts.
We both do.
I don't pretend like I don't. Thank
Market
you
doesn't
so
sound
much
like
for
one of the best,
watching.
but we promise
Stick
it is.
around for Hyper Sketch. It's going to be freaking awesome. And thank you to our players today, Matt Vansel, Maggie Ferguson, Wagstaff, Don Early, Jimmy McMichael, and the lovely Vanessa Postel here on Demon Hunters, a comedy of terrors. We'll see you very, very, very soon, I'm hoping. Monday, maybe?
Monday.
You guys do anything Monday?
See you on Monday.